New beginnings, new beginnings. Wake up high, the sun's going down. Time to start your day, bro. Can't keep being late on. Oh, you need the most.
Hello guys, it's Hazen Hall Productions here, and usually we would be covering the very best of Green Level sports. However, as we all know, 2020 has been a different sort of year for all of us. So both myself and Cameron are excited to jump into some podcasting, and this will be our second podcast. So the sections are similar to what they were in the first, with a few changes, as we have two guests this time instead of one. Our two guests are Naya Spells and Ava Toppin from the volleyball team. How are you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. Take it away, Cameron.
All right, so our first rapid fire question would be, what are your guys' favorite music genre? And then I guess kind of a side question to that, what's your favorite artist in that genre, maybe?
Oh, I have no idea. I listen to a lot of music.
So I listen to country and some rap to get me hyped up for like games and stuff. For country, my favorite would be Luke Combs for sure. And then for rap, it would probably just have to be Lil Uzi.
Cool. Okay, our second question. Where is your ideal vacation? You could choose one spot.
Somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, I'd have to go with the beach. Anywhere with a nice beach.
Nice beach. So are you talking about like the Outer Banks or like Florida?
Outer Banks is nice, so is Florida. I just love the beach, so anywhere like
Any
that.
beaches. Okay, all right. All right, so besides volleyball, what are some other hobbies that you guys have?
I also play softball. So that's what most of my time goes to other than volleyball.
I spend most of my time playing volleyball, but I do sleep a lot, so that's fun too.
That's a hobby I have too. Okay, our next question. Would you describe yourself as more of an extrovert or an introvert?
Absolutely an extrovert.
Extrovert.
Yeah, extrovert.
Okay, all right. So our next question is, what is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh, mine's vanilla.
Vanilla. We're plain. Naya and I are plain.
Nothing wrong with that. All right.
That might make one of our later questions nice and easy.
Is it okay? Maybe it will. All right. What are some of you guys' pet peeves? Things that just bother you, get on your nerves?
When people are late.
Ooh, that's a big one. I don't like it when people like chew really loudly.
Like when they're eating? Yeah. All right. So, would you say which app do you use the most on your phone?
Texting.
Yeah.
I think when we did it with Tyler, I think he said if iMessage doesn't count. So I think that's been our three answers. So no, I'm saying like that's been the common
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We actually didn't include this question last time, but it's one of my favorites. What is your biggest animal fear? Like, well, it doesn't have to be an animal, but it can be like an insect or pretty much any living thing.
I just don't like bugs.
I hate cockroaches.
Yeah, that'd probably be mine too.
Both you and my mom do not want cockroaches. Okay, our final question of the rapid fire section. If you could spend one day with any celebrity, who would it be?
Beyonce.
That's a good one. Oh gosh. I don't know if this is like a celebrity, but I'd have to go with a really good volleyball player named Catherine Plummer.
It's a good answer. Very good answer.
All right, so that would conclude our rapid fire questions. So we're on to our cap or facts section. So we're gonna share some maybe unpopular opinions, maybe they're kind of obvious to you, and you guys are just gonna tell us if you think that's if that's facts, or if that's not accurate. That would be cap. So our first question: sprinkles on ice cream are unnecessary and overrated.
Ooh. I'm gonna have to say that's true.
Okay, Nio, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's true.
I feel like the only correct answer, and maybe I'm wrong about this, I feel like the chocolate sprinkles are a lot better than the rainbow ones that don't really taste like anything. Okay, so we're keeping with the food theme. Ben, were you trying to say something there? I don't know if you...
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the sprinkles on, especially vanilla ice cream, it's really appealing though, you know? But here's the thing, it doesn't taste like anything, or at least I don't think it tastes like anything, but it looks better and it kind of tastes better as a result.
Okay, so maybe we got some mixed results there. Okay. I mean, that's kind of a hard question. All right. So our next question, kind of staying on the food train. Oatmeal raisin cookies are better than chocolate chip cookies.
No, yeah.
Absolutely not.
Okay, I think me and Ben saw that one and we're a little skeptical, but maybe, you never know.
Okay. Water slides are better than roller coasters.
No, cap.
Yeah, cap.
Okay. Our next question, showers at night are better than morning showers.
True.
True, we don't really have a choice because we have morning practice. So
So you kind of gotten used to it. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so this one I guess could go both ways, but group work in school is kind of overrated and awkward. And I would preface this by maybe saying in-person school because online school is a little different with that.
In person, I'd have to say no, that's cap.
yeah, it's cap.
Yeah, I think the answer would probably be different when you talk about online school with the breakout rooms and everything. So I actually think I would agree with those answers. All right, this one may get some people offended. Who knows? The Office is overhyped. Yes.
Oh, true.
Absolutely.
Well, not them. Except hopefully, we've had 3 people say that is true. So hopefully nobody watching is offended by that. But I know my mom is a big Office fan, but I've personally not seen that much of it. So I don't know. Ben, what do you think?
I haven't watched a single episode, so...
We're both uneducated on the topic.
Yeah. Okay, our next Capper Facts question. Golf is more fun to play than tennis.
Cap.
It depends on who you're with.
Okay,
So are you
so
saying
when would you
group
say...
golf is more fun than group tennis? Is that what you're saying? Or what are you implying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think with golf, you can play tennis with somebody random. But like when you're going to play golf, you need to go with like friends.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah, rounds are a lot longer.
when you play by yourself. Yeah.
Okay, Percy Jackson is better than Harry Potter.
Okay, Ava said cap.
I'm not into either of them. I haven't read or seen any of the movies.
Yeah, I know Ben and me were both really avid Harry Potter fans, so I think we were secretly praying for a cap there. Ben, never mind, which one? Okay, so would you say blue pins are better than black pins?
No.
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 Okay, and then are regular pencils better than mechanical pencils?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Ooh.
Regular pencils all day long.
Yes.
So I feel like the regular pencils, they're only better, and I think they're really a lot better when they're fully sharpened. But I don't know. Personally, I did not like in class getting up every like 20 minutes to go sharpen my pencil. But I feel like when you have those exams that they're fully sharpened, the regular pencils would be nice. All right, so that should conclude our Capper Facts section. Ben, do you want to lead us off into the free response, kind of personal experience style?
Yeah, I always enjoy this section. So first we're going to talk about current classes. So what classes are you guys taking right now, and what would you say your favorite class is?
So right now I'm taking A-Push, AP English, I think that's the name of the class, AP Calc, and then Health Science. My favorite is definitely A-Push, because my teacher, he's really cool.
Who's your teacher?
Mr. Moore.
I had Mr. Moore for, I think, American history last year. He was pretty cool.
I'm also taking A-Push with Mr. Moore, and then I have a class called Conversations in Diversity, and then I'm taking AP Calc and Yearbook, And my favorite would probably be Conversations in Diversity, just because it's really interesting.
Okay. What are your opinions on online school?
It's fine. My grade is probably higher than it would be in person. Just because, like, I don't have to go anywhere. And I can kind of...
Yeah, I feel like you can use your time a lot, like, more efficiently. I feel like you can get homework done a lot better, and you kind of have the rest of the day to do what you want. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. I would just say, like, it is what it is, and I think it's the best scenario when given the circumstances that we're currently in, so.
So my first question would be, which day do you guys think is better? Is it the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, where we have the 40 minutes on and the 40 minutes off, or like the stacked ones where you're done by 11:30, but you have the stuff after, the busy work or whatever?
I think I like the 40 minutes on, 40 minutes off, just because it's like closer to a normal school day. And I can get stuff done in between classes, so I don't like feel like I have a bunch to do at the end of the day.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I do believe that's kind of like an unpopular opinion though right now amongst other students, but I like having the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so I can get like my work for each class done right after and then move on to the next class and not really have to worry about it until the end of the day.
I think that really relies on how productive you are, and I think if you're really productive during those 40 minutes, you can kind of be done at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock if you play it right, but if you kind of just are chilling and those like extra 40 minutes, then your day probably lasts a lot longer. It's okay, that was interesting.
One thing I don't like about the 40-40 schedule is or at least the schedule has us eating lunch at 10:30.
Yeah, 10:10 actually.
10:20.
Yeah.
Or whenever it is, and I feel like that's too early for me to eat lunch. I always feel like I have to eat at 12:10.
Well, I think that's kind of what school trains you to do, but on the half days, sort of, you can just kind of eat after the classes are over. So I guess if lunch is a big factor, probably. Then. All right, so we're going to kind of move away from online school and focus more on the volleyball season. So I guess my first broad question would be, how has it been going back with all the COVID regulations and stuff, and how has that like made it different for you in terms of, I guess just how has it made it different?
I think it's definitely obviously been different, but I don't think it's been like extremely hard. It was like the first couple times for like conditioning with your mask on.
Yeah.
It's weird, but like eventually it is what it is. You
get used to it.
Really no way around it.
Yeah, you definitely get used to it, and like Nye said, like it's different in that we're playing with masks and we don't have spectators, which definitely is kind of a bummer with both of those, but I think we're all willing to do it if it can keep us in the gym and keep us playing.
So I have a question. When you guys are playing the game, do you guys actually have to wear the masks during the game?
I think so.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
I didn't realize that either, but I mean, I guess if they have to wear it during practice and conditioning, it would make sense during the games. They would have to. Okay. So I guess we're already talking about practice. What is the practice schedule like, and has that changed because of the COVID? Naya, I know you played last year. Is your practice schedule any different than it was last year, or is it more of the same, sort of, in terms of?
I think now we have more like practices a week because we don't play 3 times.
Oh, okay.
So like now she's given us the morning practice since we come home and have class instead of staying at school. So we have like the 5 to 7 on Monday and Friday. Then you have an afternoon practice on Wednesday, and then we play on Tuesday and Thursday. So it's a bit more regular than it was last year.
Gotcha.
So you guys said, Naya, that you don't have 3 games a week.
I think they have 2.
You guys don't have 3 games a week. So what exactly is the game schedule for you guys?
I think it's just every Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
So is that just conference play, or is?
Yeah, it's just conference.
Okay.
That's probably, I think that was probably one of the rules they set, that you had to play conference.
Okay. One of my questions was, has it been harder for you guys to like operate well and gain chemistry with like all of the protocols? Do you think it's taken a toll like on not just the team, but the whole conference and the state itself?
I would say so for sure, because one thing is that playing with a mask, it's really hard to hear one another. And communication is a big part of volleyball. So I think that's just like
Yeah.
affected us for sure, but just all teams in general, because communication really is a crucial part of the sport, and wearing a mask just makes that harder.
Yeah, definitely. And then also like kind of on the sideline communicating onto the court as far as like we call lines for each other, stuff like that. That's harder because then we like all try to be like extra loud so you can hear it a little bit.
And with our bench being like every chair being 6 feet apart, it's really weird, but
Oh man, yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I think I saw that in some college basketball games the other day where they had the benches and everyone was kind of spread out. So that would make it really hard for, because I've watched a couple and they all like yelling and it's kind of a main part is like communicating mid like set and everything. So that would be kind of a huge adjustment. All right. I think Ava, I think already mentioned this a little bit, but how different is it to play with less people in the stands? Does it feel any different? How has the environment kind of changed?
It's really quiet. So like usually when you like somebody goes back to serve, your bench isn't cheering, but there's a little bit of noise coming from the stands and there's nothing. And so it can be like a little bit awkward.
Yeah, it's just kind of you out there, and that's the only thing that, yeah.
yeah, definitely whenever someone goes back to serve, it's dead quiet. And being at a new school, I don't, and like being at Green Level, I don't know what your guys' student sections were like and everything, but I definitely miss having one and just having the intensity and the hype it brings to the game, whether they're nagging on the team somehow, nagging on the other team, or just supporting ours, and then running onto the court after we win a big game and stuff. It's definitely a big part that I miss. And then also having your parents in the stands and then just no longer being there, it's definitely kind of rough, but anything to let us play right now.
Okay, so I was looking at the schedule that you guys have, and I saw that your next game was on Tuesday at Riverside. And then I also saw another article that Riverside had canceled, they were forced to cancel games and practices because of COVID cases. How do you guys feel traveling to Riverside on Tuesday?
I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. There are definitely some like worries that kind of arise with it and stuff, but with all the precautions that we do take, I think we'll be okay. And I just want to play as many games as possible, and I'm sure we all feel that way. But I really think with us staying 6 feet apart, wearing our masks, being really careful at all times, pretty much cleaning the gym, wiping down the balls, I really think we'll be okay.
Okay. So you guys are off to a very solid 2-2 start, beating Panther Creek and Hillside, I saw. I was wondering, what would you guys consider to be a successful season?
Oh, we haven't thought about that yet. It's like as of like last year we kind of thought about it before we started playing. But I feel like at this point, like we know there are teams that we can beat. And so I think it's kind of a game by game kind of thing where it's like just go out and play your hardest and it'll probably turn out in your favor.
That's definitely true. And one thing about this season for us is that a lot of teams see us as being like the underdogs. Like we don't have any seniors. We are a new team. A whole bunch of us are new. And it's just a matter of like, we are still a very competitive team. The 2 games we have lost have been very close. Whether we just fall short or we take a set off, we've never just straight lost in 3. We've always somehow risen, like, oh gosh, we've always been competitive, and we are
Yeah.
a very competitive team. So
Yeah, and I saw. Go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
no, you're good. I believe that a good, successful thing for us would be to make it to playoffs and to make it as far as we possibly can.
So I guess I have a question about that. With the playoffs, we're only playing conference play. Is it like top half makes playoffs, top 4 out of 8, or how is it?
So we will finish off our conference play. I believe it's early January, Naya.
Oh, I think all of our conference is done early January. Our team specifically is done in December.
Okay, yes, that's right. We're done in December, and then we have our conference tournament, and that determines our seed going into the playoffs
Gotcha.
for the state championship.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Yeah, and I was I think when I accidentally interrupted you there, I was going to talk about how we were looking at the Panther Creek game, and you guys won the first set, and I think the second and the third one were really close, like in terms of points that separated by. So yeah, I mean, I think being competitive has definitely shown that you guys can beat maybe those hard teams, and maybe that'll help give a boost for the next time you play them. Because you do play each team twice, right? I saw we played Green Hook twice.
We do not play every team twice. We play most teams twice.
Okay, gotcha.
Like kind of like the second half of our season got cut a little short.
Gotcha.
Just by a couple games. We can only play 2 games a week. So.
Okay. Well, thank you guys very much for being a part of this podcast. I hope you can also influence others to join. That would be awesome. And both me and Cameron are very glad to learn a little bit more about what you guys are doing in volleyball. And hopefully pretty soon we can get out and start broadcasting some of your games.
That'd be awesome.